Ladies, gentlemen, hello and welcome to Pokémon Fire and Blood. Have you ever felt the desire to disappear into the wilds and go live amongst Mother Nature's bosoms, using what she gives you and drinking her milk right out of the source, and also kill and enslave all her children? Well, then you're in luck, cause this game allows you to do all those things as your inbred self. You see, it takes a very special, a very powerful kind of person to live a life outside the safety of society, where each and every mistake, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant, could lead you down a path of no return. You either need to have 4 metric tons of pure balls of steel, or be an unhinged inbred lunatic. Your choice. But it makes you wonder, if all life is doomed to die, is it really worth living a long one under a thumb? Also, don't ask me why, but his name is Gaylord, the ruler of Gaylands. Say hi, Gaylord.
God made me in his image, and so I shall take it upon myself to burn that image into this world's memory.
Most people may think Palworld is just Pokémon with guns. But I believe it's more than that. It's, in fact, much more than that. This game is the bastard child of Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, generic Steam survival game, and of course Pokémon. And you might rightfully think that is a lot of things. But Palworld is, at least mechanically, very simple. Your main objective is to expand your base. To do so, you need to level up and unlock new structures. And so you need XP. And in this game you get XP for quite literally every single meaningless action you take. But you are not supposed to level up by gathering enough stones to build a new continent. The much more efficient way to build your new Eden is by capturing Pokémons. They will not only kill their kin if you so much as command them to, they will eat them too. You see, every creature in this game, including yourself, has a hunger bar, which can be filled by whatever means necessary, even if it requires feeding someone to themselves. And yes, I actually did that. Such a feat of cannibalism is possible thanks to the sole fact that the creators of this game watch game theory. MatPat actually did a theory a number of years ago about how Pokeballs work. And to put it simply, he concluded that those tiny little balls actually kill the Pokémons, save the data of their particle structure and recreate them whenever you might need. And in Palworld, whenever you capture a Pokémon, they drop a loot consistent with when you kill them. So the Pokéballs not only take away their free will, they kill their body too. What you have in your possession is no living thing. It has no soul. They may smile when you give them your love, but beneath that is nothing but an empty shell. They only exist to serve their master, and they will do so without hesitation to the bitter end, over and over again, until the earth crumbles and the stars go silent, so their soulless husks may finally rest with the dust it came from. But you know what? Those pals are the closest thing to a friend I might ever get. I started my journey with a wrong turn. I built my base at a place that quite accurately could be described as the world's end. It had no resources, and its only connection to the rest of the world was the way I came from. So with my base built at its intended place, I set out to capture myself some friends. They will not leave me. I can make sure of it this time. They shall love me as I love them. In Palworld, your duty as the new Adam is to direct God's creation. Everything can and is recommended to be done by the Pokémons. Well, almost everything. You can do most tasks, but you're not very good at them. Plus, there are a lot of things to do, and there will be only more as your base grows. Each Pokémon has a set of tasks it can do, and the level at which it can do each task. but that has more to do with their biology than actual levels. You see, each species of Pokémon can do the exact same tasks at the exact same rate as any of their other brethren, regardless if they are just a hatchling or at max level. Some of them can even assemble some very complicated pieces of technology right after being born. But alas, they are only beasts, unfit for God's plan and made not from his image, unworthy of gardening his new Eden, only to be used and discarded as God's true children may see fit. There is only one thing none of them can do, and that's to take the mined or made resources from their production sites to the storage. And that matters a lot, because while the resources stored in your base can be used around your base freely, as if they are in your own inventory, the ones that are stored in production sites cannot, which means I have to carry 500 stones to the storage every time, all by myself. Throughout your journey, you may encounter other human beings. They might be friendly, but most probably not. You can try to capture them, but that's not recommended, since it may have some rather unfortunate consequences. And if you try it on friendly NPCs, the police might come after you. FBI, open up! Which also may have some unfortunate consequences. The world of Pokémon Red, White and Blue is vast, and actually very friendly, until you enter the Hell Zone, but we'll get to that later. All resources are renewable, the rocks you have mined will quite literally grow back, and the treasure chests will replenish their supplies. Most creatures are friendly, until they are hit. They may even kill their own kind for running into them a little too fast. Along your way, you may encounter the occasional boss or ever jail, which, yes, just like Elden Ring, contains the boss. These, unlike the dungeons that could really be done at any point, are not recommended even if you are sitting comfortably at a higher level. The only reason for you to fight any of these unholy creatures would be to unlock ancient technology. These are contraptions left from the Babylonian times. They can be very helpful, but the only way to learn their mysterious workings is to slay the hellish beasts which haunt every corner of our world. After walking the earth for days, I reached the borders of the Old Kingdom. There I found untamed beasts, touched by the fires of Satan at their hearts, attacking anyone in sight. I tried to flee by sea. I was consumed by the darkness, and I was reborn, as I always am, with the curse of life still binding my dead soul to this mortal world. I traveled to that accursed land again, to reclaim what remains of my last life, and I decided to venture deeper into that unholy realm. Might I find the cure for my curse? A choice I now regret. I saw men killing their own kind for nothing more than pleasure. Beasts which doomed themselves just to slaughter a few men. I died over and over again. Each time, my soul bound to this world, returning to a fresh body. At the end, I escaped, but I lost there what was worth more than my life. After a while, around level 16 or 20, you will reach what I'd like to call the Hell Zone. The Pokémons around this level can and will kill you with just a few hits. And unless you've spent a lot of time finding those green glowing statues that boost your capture rates, you probably aren't gonna catch many Pokémons. Thankfully, there is a way to escape this hell, since this game doesn't care about the level of Pokémons you capture for the XP it gives you. You can always go back and capture lower level Pokémons to level up. Just be careful to not catch too many, because the bonus XP that comes with any Pokémon you capture is only until you get 10 of each kind. After that, it's not really worth it. But just remember, the world of Pokéland is vast, and if one place proves too hostile, you can always try your luck in another. At some places all mobs might be higher level and aggressive, while at others everything is friendly and still higher level. And there are a lot of different Pokémons in this game, so don't worry, there's always gonna be something to catch. I have walked this earth for days and nights, searching for a way to unbind my soul from this mortal realm, and I have done so in vain. All I found were beasts, and beasts disguised as men. Will I ever be free, or am I too impure for even hell to devour my soul? I still believe in God's mercy. That is the only hope I have. I must keep walking, for when I stop is when my fate is sealed. Not to live nor to die, but to watch the stars burn themselves out and to see the last light of God leave my sight. I am becoming more and more numb to each death. I remember once I lived hoping to find a place in His holy heaven. Now I'll be glad to join the darkness of nothingness. Today I walked far, further than ever. I walked until I reached the gates of hell. The sun gave its place to the darkness of the eternal abyss of night. The soil was burning, and the air smelled of death and decay. I could taste the charred flesh of the damned on my tongue, but I walked still, for my answer may lay in this unholy land. I walked forward until I found the beast unlike any other, its flesh flaming with blue fires mightier than I had ever seen. I was scared, but maybe I'll find my release in its flaming mouth. We fought until the sun had devoured the beast. The beast was mightier than any of my own, but it too finally succumbed to my will. I walked still, venturing deeper into that hellish realm. The heat became unbearable. I walked until I saw a beast mightier than the last. But I had nothing to defend myself. It tore through my flesh like a toy, and I was standing here once more at my new Eden. And as I pet my beasts one more time, I thought to myself that I had walked enough, for God is merciful, and though I might live to see the fading of the last light, He won't leave me in the dark. So yes, I decided to drop the game. It was fun while it lasted, but let's be honest, the only reason this game is as popular as it is not because it's good, but because it combines the ideas that people like in a way that people like. And to be clear, I'm not saying the game isn't good. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be this popular. I'm just saying I got bored halfway through. And between you and me, I always kinda hated Pokémon. So my final score for this game is 10 Digimons out of a bedbug. Goodbye!